Alright, how's it going, guys? 6 o'clock where I'm at. Time for another episode of Air1FX69 Airbrush Studios, teaching you how to airbrush. This is episode 2. We are still working on Mr. Kylo Ren. I believe that we started off with showing you the foundations of airbrushing. As you see right here, I've already been practicing my dagger strokes. I'll go over it one more time. Dagger stroke is the most important foundation in airbrushing, as you know that I've told you so far. So right now I found out that one of my weaknesses is going from right to left as opposed to left to right. So I'm going to work on my right to left dagger strokes. So let's do this. We'll get ourselves warmed up. Like I told you, it's like an exercise. Before you work out, you gotta stretch. So before you airbrush, you gotta stretch. Alright, let's go. There we go. Now it's starting to come out. See? Practice. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, we're getting into the rhythm of it. So since I figured out that right to left is my weakness, I'm going to keep doing right to left until I get fairly comfortable with going right to left. How you doing today? I hope everybody's having a blessed day. There we go. Now let's do up and down. I know it's boring, but it's necessary. There we go. Dot to dot. There we go. Alright, so did my warm-up exercises. I feel fairly confident and warmed up. I'll do a couple of more just so you can see for yourself what I'm doing here. Pay close attention to my hands. Look at the movements. Don't look at what I'm doing, but look at my hands, how it moves. Look at my fingers. As somebody said, teardrops. If somebody's in my chat right now and you're watching, can you type something so I know that I can talk to you guys and that it's coming through? Because if not, then I'm gonna have to restart my stream, and so that way I can see the messages of my chat. There we go. Platinum, what's up? Thank you very much. I appreciate your help. So right now I'm just warming up with my dagger strokes. Even after 15 years, I still warm up. Why? Foundation, man. Foundation. The only thing you can do is, if you keep practicing your foundation, is get stronger in your foundation. If your foundation is weak, well then guess what? So is your skill. It may seem tedious. It may seem like, oh, why I gotta do this? How am I doing? Platinum Ice on Twitch says, how are you doing? I'm doing great. I can't complain. I was a little defocused there for a while, but for the most part, I'm back to normal. Thanks to some advice that I got yesterday from my pastor, and getting my head focused again, you know? Anyway, okay. So, dagger strokes, foundation. Remember, dagger stroke, dagger stroke, dagger stroke. Get warmed up. It's an exercise. You don't go lift weights unless you stretch first. You don't start airbrushing until you've stretched. Dagger strokes is a way of stretching. You got to keep stretching. Let me see. I think I heard it this way once. This is what they taught me in Japanese martial arts. They taught me that there's a square. Within that square, there's a circle. Okay, good to hear. Are you going to still paint the other ones we've seen? I'm glad you're refocused. Yeah. Square, circle. Within that square and that circle, there is a triangle. The square is your foundation. The circle is within the perimeter that you are able to control. The triangle represents how high you can go. So, the stronger you get in your foundation, guess what? The bigger the square gets. That means that the sphere in which you can operate gets bigger. That means that the height which you can go gets bigger. Understand? So, dagger stroke. Let me know when you're about to order your airbrush, Platinum. You see? Dagger stroke now. I did dagger strokes later. Even when I'm off, I'm still practicing practice, 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 practice. People ask me, hey, how are you able to do this? Practice. And they go, what else? Practice. And what else? Practice. What else? Practice. And what else? Practice. That's it. Now, since I'm already warmed up, well, I gotta get used to this mask. But my practice, 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 practice. There were days that I used to airbrush, no lie, 16 hours a day. When you put that much time into something, trust me, it pays off. All right. Now, what am I using? I'm using just plain white. It's just, here, I'll show you. It's just bright white. It's a solid base coat. I would say that there's two kinds of paint. There's opaque, and there is what's it called? Damn, I can't believe that the word escaped me. A transparent. Sorry. There's opaque and transparent. Opaque means that it's a solid base, which means is that you can take one color and completely cover another color. A transparent is if I spray white down, now I can take a transparent red and go over whatever's white and it'll turn it a bright red. So it's almost like a tint. That's pretty much what it is. So right now I'm just using a plain base white coat. White opaque base coat. Solid. Okay, let's get into this. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. No problems. That's what I'm here for. Okay. So we got all the red down here. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to shade this part. We're going to do the base coat white. And we're going to start defining our shading point. The point in which we shade. So, I don't know if y'all can see this, but it's darker here, it's lighter here. So, just paint in shapes. Triangle. I'm going to try to create this triangle. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not trying to get fancy with it. We'll get jiggy later. Don't worry about it. It's brighter towards the edge. I don't know if you can see it. It's brighter towards the edge, and then it begins to fade off. So then we go a little bit lighter, and then we pull back, further back, less paint. Why? We don't want a lot of white on this, because then it'll take us too long to cover. Alright. Then it goes bright right in here. Just paint what you see, the best you can. You don't have to be perfect, one, because it's not your image. So you have to use both hands to airbrush every time? Okay, that's a good question. Yeah. Can I airbrush with one hand? Sure. Let me show you. But what is that really doing? That's just showing off. I want to be solid. I want to, why? I want control. This doesn't give you a lot of control. Why? Because look at my hand. Look, I'm going to hold my hand here. Do you see it shaking? I'm not doing that on purpose. But this, you're more solid, you're more stable, you're more confident. I'm gonna tell you something. Everything with airbrushing is confidence. That's why you practice. You're building your self-confidence. When you build your self-confidence, then there's nothing that seems impossible to do. Confidence is everything when it comes to airbrushing. Whoever's on Facebook right now who's watching, if you can type something to make sure that that I can see that y'all broke out on me. I said type something, then they took off. Type something, man. Don't be scared. It's all right. I just want to see if the chat is working. That's all. All right. Don't type nothing. Yeah. I want to use both hands, Platinum. Always use both hands. No problem. We're waiting for you, Platinum. We're waiting. Alright, what do we got to do? We got to create, this right here is a dent in the helmet. So how do we create dents in helmets? Well, easy. If there's white, then there's got to be black. So that's the highlights. Where are we going next? Alright, so now we're going to shade this in right here because it's going to get color. Not too much, so we can tell the difference between the two. but enough so it grabs the color and makes it stand out. Alright, where are we at? We're on this area. Alright. We're gonna complete all this. We gotta get all this done today. We ain't got time to be playing around. Know what I'm saying? Maybe take it a little bit slower than that. Okay. Now I gotta do the edge right here. So every edge catches the majority of light. So every edge catches the majority of light. So that's where you put the most white. Okay? Then, if you don't want to paint in here, that's when you do this. Now you paint this way. Why? Because it's going to blow that way. That's a shadow. Alright, what do we got going on here? Alright, let's paint in here. We're going to hit this area right here. There's a highlight there. Let's paint that in. Let's lighten this up more so it stands out this from this. Let's lighten this area up over here. There we good. This mask is really starting to bother me. It's pushing down on my nose and it's distracting. I gotta put it up this way. There we go. Now we're good. Oh, here's another important tip. And this happened to somebody and they didn't listen to me. So, you see this hole right here? Let me see if y'all can see it. Alright, you see that little black dot in the middle? That's a ventilation hole. In other words, as you're pulling and it's sucking down paint, it's sucking down air also. If that's clogged, the paint's going to explode in the cup. Let me tell you something. The pressure's going to build, it's going to go pop, and paint's going to go everywhere. So make sure that that ventilation cap, that ventilation hole is always clean. Let me tell you something. It's happened to me quite a few times, and it happened to somebody recently who's practicing airbrushing. That's very important. Just so you know. Damn it. Oh, it's hard to talk with a mask on. I don't even know if y'all can understand me when I'm talking with a mask. Alright. I'm going to hit this area here. I didn't even finish this area here. Right now, all I'm doing is cleaning up my airbrushing. Cleaning up my lines. So now I gotta make solid. Every other one is solid. Take a stroke. This is a good stage to go over your lines and punch out what you want to stand out and push back whatever you want to push back, because at least with the white, if you make a mistake, very easy to clean up and fix. When you make mistakes, and they're going to happen, they're mistakes, they're going to happen, just learn from it. Don't beat yourself up like I used to. I don't know if you guys on Facebook can hear me or if you're typing. Every time I mention Facebook, it's like they're here and they go, ah! Oh, he notices we're here. Let's leave. But please, write something in the comment, Facebook. I need to know if you guys are replying or typing or what. Hold on. You know what? I know what to use. Okay. I'm gonna have to use my wife. She's gonna have to go on Facebook and type something because I don't see anybody commenting. Okay, hold on a minute. The number you are trying to call is out of service. Please try again later. I know she's upstairs. Is that answer? Is it popping up? Is it popping up? Okay, it is working. All right, never mind. So they can hear me. Okay. And they can comment. They just choose not to. Whatever. Alright, let's get back to this painting. What I'm doing here is I'm just shading in some light white just so it can grab some color. This right here is a shadow, so don't paint it in. I hear noise in my airbrush. Alright. We gotta get this brighter than this. There we go. So let's say I want to create some effects. Just a little bit of texture. A little bit of movement. Y ya se acabó. Ahí está. ¿Qué más quiere? Así viene el sandwich. Just reestablishing my lines. For those who have just joined us, this is what we're working on. Unfortunately, I wanted most of the detail to be in his mask, so I am probably doing like right up to there. Yeah, there it is. So now what do I want? I want this shape here. Alright. Dagger stroke. And I'm going to do a dagger strokes in small increments. That's how I get my crisp lines without masking. Then I'll begin to shade it in right here. Sometimes I like to go back over my lines because since I'm close up, I can see my mistakes. I want a more solid base because when you go to put down color, if it's not real uniform and even, it'll look blotchy. Alright, so now we have a connecting piece right here. Try to follow that the best we can. Dagger strokes, just small little strokes. You piece them all together. You see? Go. Whoop. For 2 years, I had to do this. Just so one day I can do this. I don't get it. It works though. Where was I? Where was I? Point it out. Right there? I'm just playing with y'all. This can get confusing. So here and here. Here and here. There's a black space in there. Now I have to go up and across. Bring it back around. Whoop. Now I don't know if you can see this or not, but right here, there's some detail in there that I have to draw in because I didn't draw it in, but I just do it lightly. Then when I'm confident, I go and I make a solid line. Now I have to do a solid line this way. Now, shade it in lightly, but not too much so you don't hide what you just did. But it'll grab some color. Now I'm going to work on this piece right here. I'm just going to cut. I'm cutting right now. Know what I mean? Up. Across. Everything is shapes. And connect. Now shade. Okay, it's not so hard, right? It's starting to come together, little by little. So now, you saw that? No, over here. Some habits. Alright. Now, I didn't draw this in. I don't know if y'all can see it. There's a shading right here. I don't have that in over here. So what do I do? I just go lightly. Just, you know, almost like if I'm using a pencil until I get the shape that I want. There you go. I love it when a line comes together. Connect it. Come back. Step back, look at your piece, make sure it lines up. Everything's looking okay so far. Everything's looking uniform, no problems. All right. Let's just shade this in just a little bit, just so it has a base on there. I don't know, sometimes you'll notice I'll hold it from here, and sometimes I'll hold it from here, and sometimes I'll just hold it from here. Hello. Now, I don't know if y'all can see this, but it's a little scruffy in areas. So, if I want to create some texture, what I gotta do is that's usually the time that I use just one hand when I have to. Never mind. Scam lightly. I don't know why these people got nothing better to do than to be calling me with stuff that I don't need. Alright, we're good. Let's go back to the detail. We got a lot to do today. can get confusing. We're getting there, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Here. 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 Now we're gonna go this way. Almost there. We should be able to finish this part today. Alright. A few more things to do. Let me see. If we can do all this, then tomorrow we can finish all this. Alright. White highlights. White highlights. Where are we at? If you mess up on a line, let me show you a little trick. There your line is back. Oh, this is getting difficult right here. I'm just a little bit lost, but I'll find my way soon enough. So, let me see what I do now. Down. Okay. I gotta make that shape. How do I make this shape? Cut it that way. Cut it across. Okay. Cut it this way. Let me go this way. Plastic paint. Well, I'm back. If you remember, yeah, I remember you. That looks cool. Well, I gotta go already. Bye. Okay, thank you, Plastic Paint, for coming in and stopping by. I appreciate it. See you later. What's up, DeCalio on Twitch? How you doing, man? What's going on, bro? You back from your vacation? Yes, sir. I hear you. Had a great time with my mom, the Cali on Twitch. So I had a great time with my mom and a very safe trip back home. She wants the DBZ painting, LOL. I'll hit you up on it soon. Gotta recover money a little from that trip. No problem. Sounds like a plane, man. Your mom sounds mad cool. Ooh, we had a paint. She loved you also, bro. She was very impressed with your work. Oh, tell her I said thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. How's it going? When you going back to streaming, DeCalio? Like, when's your next day on stream? What's up, Mike? See, I said. It's Kylo Ren. It's a tutorial, so you should go back and watch it. Okay. I only got a little bit more to do, and then the stream is finished. Gonna be moving back home in a few months. My streams will change drastically. Change in what way? What do you mean they'll change drastically? How? And what do you mean moving back home? Starting a business, I'll be streaming. Okay, what kind of business? I love entrepreneurs. good, man. That's good. You're gonna do just fine. Oh, hold on a minute. Charlie is crying. All right, no problem. Come on, Charlie. Charlie. Yeah, well, Charlie's high right now. Charlie just came back from the vet. He got his nutties buddy snipped, so he's a little, you know, kind of whacked out on the drugs. So, I said, you still here? This looks great so far. What exactly is it? It's Kylo Ren from Star Wars. That's what the guy wanted. What do you want me to do? I know you're not a big Star Wars fan. Ah, gotcha. Yep. Alright, so we're almost done laying our white foundation down, which is the first part of any painting that you're doing on black. Like I said, I prefer to do it on black. I don't know, I just like black. I like the way I don't know, I just like the way the paintings come out. That's why I work on black. You can work on any color you want. I don't care. It's up to you. This is my preference. Normally when I do anything on canvas, is usually I'll do black and white. Because I like the way it gives you that nice, black and white gives you that nice, I don't know. It's almost like charcoal kind of feel. You know, that's when I use a white canvas, because I'm only gonna do. But if I'm doing anything, I like to do it on. If I'm doing anything in color, I like to do it on black. I don't know. It's just a preference. It's not necessary. I like laying down my own foundation. Oh, let me see. I said came in and he left. Alright. Alright, so if you want to create a texture and an edge, see this? See how it's kind of like texturized? Real simple. This is a scuff pad, torn up scuff pad. So now I take this. You don't want a hard edge. So a hard edge would be this. That's a hard edge. You want a soft edge, so you use the feather side. See how it's softer? That's what you want to use. You want a soft edge. Plus it gives you texture. Something I just discovered when I was playing around with airbrushing one day. See, it gives me texture. That's what I want. I want texture. Yep, the Calio is back. Streaming just hasn't been the same without the Calio. So, all I'm trying to do is get this bottom half done, and then we can stop from there. And then tomorrow, we can start adding color. Food Stamp, what's up, man? Yo, thank you very much, Food Stamp. I appreciate it. Helping Hands 405. Nice painting, Air. What's up, Helping Hands? How you doing? How are you? How the hell is everybody? Food Stamp, thank you for the subscription. It's very much appreciated. We are almost done with, oh, I almost forgot this piece here. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. You know, you lose your way, you get unfocused, you know, you allow things to affect you that shouldn't affect you, you know. And then you get back on track and you do what you gotta do. You playing today, Food Stamp? Are the fellas gonna get on today, or are they taking a break? Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that compliment. Almost done with this part anyway. For today. I don't stay on long anymore. For some reason, people have a hard time maintaining focus. So, I do a little bit at a time. I try to teach you what I know. If you don't want to do art, that's fine. Or maybe you can take it into other aspects and areas of your life. Who knows? Or you just come here to sit back, chill. Cool with me as well. Alright, well, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I think we're nailing it. Oh, maybe the cheetah yesterday took it out of you? Yeah, man, I know, man. We should have won that one. We should have won that. Yeah, that kind of sucked. Alright, so there we are. Yeah, that did kind of suck yesterday. Yeah. What you see in the picture here is what's going to be over here. I'm just trying to teach people who have been asking me about airbrushing the process that I go through and what do I do when I airbrush. So we're going to be going through each step and teaching how to mix colors, how to shade, the whole nine. So this is going to be a step-in-step instruction. Yesterday was episode 1, so I'm going to be doing episodes, right? And what I was teaching yesterday was all I did for 2 years when I started airbrushing was this. This is what I did for 2 years. Why? Because I needed a solid foundation. Without a solid foundation in anything that you start, then you're building on sand, if that makes sense. And if you build on sand and a storm comes, your foundation won't hold. But if you build on rock and a storm comes, then your house will stand. Both people experienced a storm. Only one person had a solid foundation. So, hey Charlie, how you doing? Charlie high as a kite right now. Like I said, he just had a surgical procedure and he is walking around like he just finished drinking a 40. Charlie. Come here. Alright, you bugging out right now. DeCalio, man, thank you for the 100 biddies. I appreciate it. Alright, so foundation of airbrushing. Real simple. Dagger stroke. Looks easy. It's not. Tell them I said. So I did this for 2 years. This is what I did for 2 years. Look. Let me show you. I did this for 2 years. Well, I've been doing it for 15 years. I don't know what that was. It just said 100. All right. I did that for 2 years just so I can do this. All right. Okay, my bad. It's not like I was trying to give you a hint, but sometimes it doesn't show over here on this platform. So I did 2 years of that so I can do that's how I'm able to do stuff like this. Now, does it seem redundant? Yeah, it seems like very petty and redundant, but it is the foundation to all airbrushing. If you don't know how to do a dagger stroke, I'm telling you, you're going to struggle. You're not going to be able to do detail. Alright. I should be wearing my mask. Of course I'm not. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't trying to give you a hint and dropping biddies, you know what I'm saying? I was just saying. Anyway, so we have got most of the helmet done. So we got the basic foundation of the white for the helmet. We got some of the shadow done. And tomorrow what we're going to do is we're going to work on the detail right here of the cape. And then I would say by tomorrow, tomorrow we should be able to start some color. But yeah. So, before I end the stream, what I'm going to tell you is the foundation to all airbrushing is this. It seems, sometimes people are like, oh, it's so simple. It can't be it. It's got to be something more. No, sometimes it's very simple. This is it. What I do on a large scale helps me practice what I can do on a smaller scale. See what I mean? This I've been doing for 15 years. This is it right here. Everybody's like, oh, well, how do you do that? You must be gifted. Oh, God must have blessed you. Yes, God blessed me with a passion to want to learn something. I had to put the work in. God doesn't do the work for you. God just gives you the passion to do something. So when you have a passion to do something, that's inspired. It's called a seed. A seed is planted in you. So that way you have a desire to do something. That's the seed calling out, wanting to what? Wanting to blossom. Now, you have to put in the work. Then you can reap the rewards. See how it works? This is the work. If you're aspiring to be an airbrush artist, or you just want to add it to your arsenal, or you want to learn another medium because you're an artist on another platform, like tattoo artists, they like airbrushing. I don't know why. But like an airbrusher, I like tattooing. Well, I like watching people tattoo. I don't like tattooing. I'll never tattoo. I can tell you that right now. This is the foundation of you becoming an airbrush artist. This is it. If anybody tells you that it's a particular airbrush, well, I like these airbrushes. I'm not gonna lie. Iwata is the bomb. They're very sturdy and they're very reliable. So, if anybody tells you that it's a particular stencil or it's a particular paint, they're selling you a lie. This is it right here, baby. This is it. This is your foundation. If your foundation is small, that's fine. You have to start small. This is the area in which you are able to work. Right there, just within that circle. That's what you control. That's all you control, right there. If you go beyond the scope of what you are able to control, you are off balance. That's when you're off balance. Now, within that circle, there is a triangle. All daño-san. Within that circle is a triangle. You need the foundation of the square so the triangle, it's how high you can go. If you have a wider triangle, you have bigger. If you have bigger foundation square, you have the heights are endless. So remember, square, circle, triangle. Very simple. Not hard to figure out. This is the area in which you're working. Don't go out of your area and try to control other things. That's when you're off balance. Stay within your foundational parameters. Okay? Eventually, it'll get bigger and bigger and bigger, and the scope that. Not me? Not me, son? Anyway, I have expired my time limit. It's hard to get off when I get on with you guys. Which means is that now you will have a broader scope of the things that you're able to accomplish. But remember, you have to start off with a building block. And you have to work within that. Don't go beyond that. It's okay to dream, but dreams take time. Then the heights as your foundation grows are endless. Well, fam, it's been a blessing chilling with y'all today. I'm glad y'all stopped in. Thank you for the bits. I thank you for the subscriptions to my channel. They are greatly appreciated always. This is how we keep this channel going. Not only that, it helps and it gives me inspiration to keep going and doing more. If you guys are subscribing, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming and hanging out and chatting with me. Today we learned how to, once again, we did our foundational practice, which is dagger strokes. And we are finishing up the foundation of the painting, which is the white. And we will be starting to color after we finish this part down here. We'll be starting to color tomorrow, so that way, you know, start seeing some progress. Nah, man. Anyway, before I end, remember this. Always clean out your equipment. Don't be lazy. Clean it out now, so that way paint doesn't dry in there and then you have like double the work tomorrow. Anyway, guys, this is Air1FX69 Art Studio coming to you live on Facebook Live and Twitch. Whoever's on Facebook Live, if you go to Twitch, it's not just for gamers. Just letting y'all know, because I know y'all think Twitch is just for gamers. It's not. It's a platform in which people stream on. You can come, you can join the chat when we go live and enjoy the community. And there's a lot of good people I've met on Twitch. So just look for Air1FX69 and it's free to sign up. Just come and hang out. Alright? Alright, guys. You have a good night. God bless. Stay safe. And may the blessings of the Lord be with you. In Jesus' name. Alright? Have a good night, man. DeCalio, look forward to you streaming, man.